grows with a drop of love. We're all hanging on tooth and nail. It's a rocky road, this pilgrim trail. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Sometimes heaven, sometimes hell. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Let's meet up down the pilgrim trail. For a sail, like every campfire needs a tale. We're on this freight train going down the rail, together on this pilgrim's trail. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Sometimes heaven, sometimes hell. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Where everything is up for sale. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Let's meet up down the pilgrim trail. Return, baby, on the summer night. A shot of love and a spark of love to breathe. The stars align and the month times night burn like a dried out leaf. Are we leaving on the next train, baby? I do believe. Come on, let's ride this train. Come on, let's ride this train. Now I ain't missed a 9 to 5, I don't hear it in my song. I'm gonna pull my weight, don't get me wrong. A brand new start and a whole new part, they are big old shoes to fill. I'll be there on that platform, babe, you know I will. Come on, let's ride this train. Come on, let's ride this train. Now nothing is this rush of life, you'll never find its match. So you live to be a million years. All hearts are lost by default in the time of a single beat. We're leaving on the next train, babe, so take your seat.
Let's ride this train now. Okay. I'm Tom Kovichak, and this is Tom's Trains and Things. Welcome to the Monday Night Live Stream. We're here tonight from Sebring, Florida. Oh my goodness, it was cold today. I mean, it barely got up to 70. I see everybody stuck in freezing rain and snow and everything like that. And, man, I had to put my sweatshirt on today just to take Sadie outside. Okay, so hello, everybody. How you doing? Don't mean to complain about the cold weather when everybody up there is really, really cold. What do you call cold? Yeah, right now I call cold. No, yeah, anything below 80 is cold for a Floridian. That's the truth. All right. Okay. So I want to say hello and thank you for joining the train crew because we got a new member. And my thing freezes up. All right, we got a new member. It was too late to put him on the list. I already made up the list when I saw the name on YouTube, but Jordan Glogau. I hope I got it right. Glogau. Thank you for joining the train crew. All right, so I want to say hello to everybody in here, and I see Possum Bayou. How you doing? Good to see you. School Crew River Valley. Sean McGee. All right, Sparky's in the house too. Lyle Patton. Craig stuck in a truck. Rexon. All right. You sound like Dr. Zeus stuck in a truck, Rexon. Okay. Okay. James Galton is in here. Who else is in here? Heath is in here. We'll blame it on Heath because he's in here. Okay, Manny Fernandez is in here, and he's already given me a super chat. Have a great show. All right. Who else is in here? John 2618. Good to see you. All right, let me go over here, and I'm going to have to see more people over on this side because I only got 20. Karst Valley Railroad. I can only get 20 on the VMix thing. Rayron VR. Holy moly. Craig stuck in a truck. Rexon. Oh my goodness. I mean, before we go anywhere else, I got to put this up here. First of all, Manny, thank you very much. We'll put this one up here. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I really appreciate it. And then I really appreciate this one. $100 from Craig, stuck in the truck, Rexon. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much, Craig. Hoo-hoo. Look at that. Okay, thank you very much, and I'll do another one here. Okay, thank you very much, Manny and Craig. I really appreciate the super chats. And I was saying hello to everybody. And where did I leave off? Roy Eltham is in here. Southwest Modeler. Okay. Midsummer Railway N-Scale, Dwight Curley, Red Raider, my goodness, Ken Amos Jr., Reggie Stroud, how you doing? And welcome aboard, Reggie. And thank you for joining the train crew. You did that last week. Okay, who else do we have in here? William, Southern 207 Hobbies, Drew Dudes Model Trains, Scott Eric Catalano. You know, on my Nightbot things, it says who does the most chats on every live stream, and it always comes out. Scott Eric Catalano has the most chats on there. Okay, Inked Rail, L. Watson. Okay, how you doing? Who else? Red Raider, Do I see anybody else in here? Edward, Katie, okay. He was one of our winners, okay. I will be looking for the snail mail. Edward, Katie, hi, and thanks for the winnings. I will be looking for the snail mail. Okay, what's snail mail? I sent you an email. I hope you got it. All right. Well, let me see who else is in here. Container Man. Hey, Roy, how you doing? I was watching you driving through California the other day, catching the trains on the one side and going over the bridge. I didn't comment on it, but I watched you for about 20 minutes or so. Okay. Who else is in here? Philip Rowe. How you doing? Okay. Is there anybody else? Did I miss anybody? Okay. I think I got everybody so far. If I missed you, I apologize. Crazy Joe. I see you just stopped in here. Okay. USPS is very slow, that's for sure. Cursed Valley Railroad. So, Tom, you find everything in the garage okay? Well, we're going to get to that part. Some of it's not in the garage anymore. We'll show you where it's at. How you doing, Chasco? All right, you missed a train show. Okay, so I hope I get to see you at the next one. There's one, well, that's part of the show right here. That's on the agenda today. Okay. All right, so I said hello to everybody. So now it's time. Rusty, here we go. Don't forget to show your support and smash that join button. Enjoy members only videos and get your name in the credits. Okay, thank you very much for being a patron and joining on the train crew and the superintendent and executive producer. Okay, now there are a couple other people to stop by in here. Gary Shanks, I knew you was in here before. Dragon Lover, but I missed you. I think I got you now. Charles Greason. All right, the High Plains Railroad and Schuylkill Valley said, "Hi, John number 7." Is that many Johns in here or in model railroading? I know that's a popular name, but 7? Oh my goodness. All right, we got them all numbered now. Okay. Gary Shanks says hello from Illinois. Let me put this up there. That's a new name. I haven't seen you in here before, so we'll put you up there. Say hello from Illinois. Good to see you. All right. Now, what's next here? All right. I got all this stuff marked down here for what we're going to do tonight. And I'm still confused. You know why? Because, let me get this over here. That right there. My train of thought has left the station. That's because I'm old. Okay, Inked Rails. The name Brian is giving John a run for their money. Yeah, when we had our first son, Brian was one of the picks, but my wife's cousin had just had a son. He named him Brian, and her other cousin named his son Ryan. So that was the second one. So my son ended up becoming Thomas Ryan. Okay. Hey, Dwight Curley, who is from Illinois. Where did I have that on there? Gary Shanks. All right. Gary Shanks is from Illinois. Scott says, I've got a lot of John, Dave's, Brian's, Tom's in my phone. Oh my goodness. You better let them out. It's getting crowded in there. All right. Brian Walter. Don't hate. Oh my goodness. Who's hating here? Hey, PDRR. How you doing? I just missed you at the train show. Carolina Foothills Railroad, D Knight. Good to see you in here. Yeah, we went to a train show, and that's coming up. But I want to show you something right here. All right, so this is a dual-purpose thing. We're doing a mail call and a... let me see. Edward said something here, and I want to catch this. All right, I'll put that in the queue and talk about that and read that once I get finished with this. Went to train show, and I got a bunch of stuff, and I also got something in the mail when we were coming back. Now, I ordered it because I guess it was back ordered and it was hard to get, but boom. Oh, let me turn the light on here. It says it's a Raspberry Pi Pico board. So I just got that on Saturday. So here is the thing right here. Boom. In a nice little plastic container right there. The Raspberry Pi Pico. I'm not going to take it out here till I'm ready to use it. But there you go. There's the Pico. All right. So I'm going to try it out. And I guess I got to learn a new language because it's not. I can't. I don't think you can program it with the Arduino program language. I think you have to use C# or something like that, which is what Arduino is based on. But we'll get around to that. Stephen Rowe, thank you very much for the super chat. I really appreciate that, Stephen. Here we go. There we go, right there. Thank you very much, Stephen. Okay, now that was the mail call. Now, I bought a few things, and let me put this thing right here. And that is the guy that I bought. I spent a lot of money with. Probably for some of you, it's not a lot of money, but to me, it is. But that's who I spent it. Jerry Groothouse. he had a whole tote of stuff that I bought. Now, this isn't it. This this was another thing that I bought. Okay, right there. So I paid $3 for that. That vendor had a bunch of stuff. Now, you'll notice from the, if you watch the video, you'll see that there was a lot of vendors at that train show. Let me get back up here so you don't look at that little soldering pad right there. Okay. Okay, Scott says, if you need help, let me know. Yes, I'll need help. I'll need help with that. Yes, I will. Didn't they move to Circuit Python, or was that Adafruit moved that to Python? Isn't Raspberry Pi basically a single board computer? Yes, it is. The Raspberry Pi 3, the Raspberry Pi 4, and there's a little one. Yes. And that is, and this thing right here is not a mini computer, but this is probably you'd call this a microcontroller similar to the Arduino. Okay, now it's the size of the Nano, approximately the same size as the Nano. And it's cute. It's got a little raspberry on it. Okay, now that is the Raspberry Pi. And he says, I prefer pecan or key lime pie. Those are my two favorite. Yeah, key lime pie. They got some really good key lime pie down here. But anyway, that is the part from the mail call. Now, let me see what else I got here. There's another thing here. How am I going to do this? I got a bunch of stuff. Now, you wouldn't believe how much stuff I had, but now I picked up a bunch of DPM module parts. Now, these are the things right here. These are all the different ones. Now, the storefronts, there's like 4 different storefronts. The trim, that goes up on top is 3 different kinds. 2-story units, 4 different kinds. Dock level with doors, panels, 2 different kinds. Large doors, 3 different kinds, and factory windows, the kind that I like to build. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. A bunch of them. My goodness. Okay. Heath has always got a question. Will you have any time to work on your trains with all those electronic projects? I'll incorporate that into the trains. That's the whole idea of it. Okay. Apple or pumpkin pie, says Edward Caddy. Okay. Now before I go any further with this. Okay. All right. I emailed you the last email I got from you. Something for you to-do list for tomorrow. Okay. You're giving me a to-do list. Oh, my goodness. Debbie giving me a to-do list. And now you're giving me a to-do list. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to have a lot of things to do. But anyway, let me see if I could get this thing here. No, that's the wrong one. This one right here. Now, if I move my microphone, all that stuff right there, that's what I got. And let me show you. I think I got it here somewhere. I got to pull this thing up here. All right, so I'll go through a couple of slides here and show you what I got. Now, I'm just going through a little bit at a time to show you the things, that I spread out on the floor. I put them out piece by piece. And you can see my tore up slipper right there. Okay. But you can see I got quite a few of them. Just about everything except for solid walls. He didn't have any solid walls. But I got a lot of good stuff where I could build buildings. And I even got one N scale piece in the bunch. I don't know how that got in there, but it got in there. But anyway, okay. I think there's 2 more pictures in here. All right. Now, there's what it looked like when I dumped it out onto the floor. Okay, and then this next one here is what it looked like when I spread it all out. I got 82 pieces for just over $1 a piece. Now, brand new ones cost about $9.99. And let me see. Now, brand new ones cost about $9.99. I got it. And let me see. Now, brand new ones. Turn this off. Cost about $9.99. Wait 1 minute. I had that muted before. I don't know what happened. All right. Now, because I got that on my laptop over here. Okay. So this is a bunch of the stuff that I got. I got the arched entryway, street level freight door. I got the dock level arched entryway. I mean, these are different numbers here, but I mean, if you get them brand new from Woodland Scenic, you're going to pay $10 for it. I got the dock level arched entry. I don't think I got any dock level freight doors. I got the street level open arch. I got 2-story arched windows. I got 2-story arch windows, 2 windows high. I got a lot of that stuff there, and you can see all that stuff, if you buy it brand new, is $10 a piece. I got a bunch of storefronts. The Victorian windows, this street level 20th century entry. I think I got a street level 20th century window also, that little thing right there. And a lot of these windows here, the sash windows for the warehouse. So I made out pretty good. I paid $100 for 82 packages of it. So it comes out to about $1, a little over $1.21 per package. So that came out pretty good. If they were brand new, they would cost $10. In fact, before I moved, I went and bought some brand new ones to build to kit bash one of the DPM gold kits that I had. And no, Heath, these were not they were not $9.99. That's how much you would pay for retail. But I got 82 of them. I got one N scale. I'll send it to you. I think it's an overhead door or a dock door or something like that. I don't. Well, I got some N scale stuff that I might use. So yeah. Now, on those packages, you'll see that they are the original DPMs. Now, here's the N scale. So these are 60106. That's the street level dock doors for N scale. That's the only N scale one that was in there. But here's a lot of the storefronts right there, and you can see most of them were marked $398. That's the original DPM price from about, when did they come out? Like 30 years ago. Woodland Scenic still uses the same molds and stuff because they got the same imperfections on it, so they haven't changed anything. So everything's the same on the newer stuff. Yeah, he does Z scale now. Oh no. Patty Lujan, how you doing? Okay, let me see. All right, this is my wife's account. Always loved the name, also named Thomas, not Thomas, T-O-M-A-S. Yeah, mine's T-H-O-M-A-S. Okay, Pat. Okay, do I call you Patty or Thomas? Okay. Did you buy it? Yeah, I think I bought DPM. I did get some N-scale Thomas Kincaid set. Thomas Kincaid, ain't that the artist that does the lights and stuff like that? Okay, all right. Debbie let you spend that? Debbie gave me the money for that. Before we left, I was going to go to the bank, to go to the ATM and get out some money. And she said, "Here, I'll give it to you." Every time she goes grocery shopping, she gets money cash back. So she got a wallet full of cash. Okay, how much were the DPM kits? $9.99? No, I bought 82 of them for $100. I had a whole handful. I had about 20 of them, and I asked him how much for this, and he said $40. I said $40. I said, okay, so how much for the whole tote? So he went over and counted the rest of them. And so got him and wiped them out. He just kept that empty tote over there on his table the whole day. All right. I have an ON30 set too. I got ON30 that I may be putting up. Yeah. Now a majority shareholder in DPM. All ATM, all Tom's money. There you go. Okay, Patty Lujan says I go by Tom. Okay. All right. Yeah, if anybody wants any DPM parts for modules, I have them. I'll give you a good deal on them. That's one heck of a score. Dang, internet and shipping kills me on buildings and such. Yeah, I know how you feel. I got some of the modules from Amazon. I mean, the shipping, is nothing because I'm Prime, Amazon Prime, but you pay retail for it. Every one was like $9.99, $29.99 each. So, how much did you pay for those kits? $9.99. Nope, not $9.99. Probably $1.21 a piece. Okay. Those are HO scale. $7.99 is a good deal, and that's $2 off, free shipping with orders over $40. Where's that at? Oh my goodness. All right. So anyway, what's next? Okay, that's the stuff that I got. Okay, now I showed those pictures. Okay. All right. Here's the next thing coming up. All right, and I had to go over there and grab my list. Okay, yeah, I'll sell them for $7.99. There you go. All right. Okay. So anyway, we got some train shows coming up. I went to a train show in Melbourne, and it was pretty good. If you saw the video, you'll see that it was better than the ones that we went to in the Regal Railways ones. Regal Railways. Okay, I did it. Okay. Hey, Timonium is back. All right. That means I got to drive to Maryland now to go there? Okay. All right. Okay, so anyway, we got a train show coming up this weekend. It's in Ocala. Adults $5, and if you bring a food can, good for $1 off admission. There you go. That's probably a little bit too far for me. And let me put that up in the queue. And I was getting excited about this when I saw this, but there's no train show. But this is where, Art, this is where you go to. I mean, we saw you there. Central Florida Railroad Modelers, they had that flyer there. Let me put it back here because I got it on manual focus. I don't have it on there. But anyway, Silver Star Road in Orlando. All right. And Melbourne has another one. Now, it's coming up in June. So, hope to see you there. If I missed Art. Chasco missed it. Art got there as I was leaving, but I didn't see him. And there was somebody else that sent me an email or made a comment on the video saying that they got there, but I must have missed him on there. Okay, now here's a Martin County Model Railroaders. This is way off. This is in January of next year. Okay, so I'll keep this in the file cabinet for a while. But anyway, in 2 weeks, there's one at Dover, Florida. That is just a little bit south of Plant City, Florida, where they have the virtual cam. So we'll be going to that one. That's another Regal Railway one. So I hope that one is better than the last one that we went to. Where was the last one that we went to? I can't remember. But anyway, the last one was pretty crappy. The one that I did a live stream and this. Oh yeah, that one was in Kissimmee. Yeah, that they had a terrible signal there, cell signal. Okay, so I got a couple in the queue. Oh right, and you noticed in that little ditty right there, it said, if you have one, let us know. Okay, Charles Greason said, train show in Katanning on the 21st. All right, so if you don't know where Katanning is, that's near Pittsburgh. Okay, right here, and where's the other one? Container Man says, train show this weekend in Garden City, Kansas. All right. I know where Kansas is. I spent a lot of time in Kansas, in Junction City. Fort Riley. I wasn't in the Army, but I worked for a contractor that had the laundry contract there while it was at the base, and now it's off base. Okay, we have a model train show this weekend. Okay, where is that? So if anybody else wants to know, okay. The train show in Melbourne, yet Sandown was canceled. We supposed to be last week. Okay, it was supposed to be last week. Okay. Oh no, another canceled one. Next train show for me, I'm just going to roam aimlessly till the lights go out. All right, there you go. Fred Wild. Okay, there's also a show March 27, 28 in Sioux Falls. Okay. Patty Luhan. What days other than today do you live stream? I do regularly on Monday, and sometimes when I get the notion, I'll just pop in. There's no rhyme or reason. If I have something to say, or I'm testing something out, I'll do another live stream. But it's always on a Monday night at 8 p.m. And now that Bar Mills Model Works is doing the first Monday of every month, they're going to be doing one on April. What's the first Monday in April? And I threw my calendar way back there, so I don't know, but that one will be at 8:30. So that's the only time that we'll move it back from 8 o'clock to 8:30. So there is a new model shop opening in Fern Tree Gully, 20 of March. All right, that's good to know. Okay. All right, Train Freak says 7734. Okay, so, hey, people, hit that like button. All right. Yeah, smash that like button. What's the matter? There's only 34. Okay, we got to get some more likes on here. Sure, hope there's something out west. I hope so too, Bernard. Yeah, they got everything locked up tighter than a drum. Okay. April 5th is the first Monday. Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, Patty Luhan, there are a lot of live streams in the model railroading niche. Or if you want to be fancy like the young people, niche. But it's a niche. Okay. Niche. Okay. Oh, don't say that. There's a lot of live streamers in the chat right now. You're going to get them pissed off. I hope Greenberg reopens their shows. Well, didn't they get sold? Isn't that the one that... so which one's going to be in Timonium? Is that the I know there's two different ones that go there, but I guess that's not the Greenberg one. Okay, about all the YouTube live stream, chat always open and Q&A sessions are welcome. There you go. Heath is the one to ask. In fact, he has a list over here on the side. Whenever he has well, it's over here, isn't it? It's on this side. When he does a live stream, it's like over here like that. Okay. All right. There you go. But anyway, that's where you go to ask Heath. Heath, put up. You're a moderator, so put up your link up there. I'll let you do it so he could check it out. There is a show in Cheyenne, May 15th and 16th. All right. Yeah, we haven't had a flogging in months. Oh, my goodness. There you go, John. That's my kind of guy. I don't watch Netflix or Hulu, okay? We got Prime Video. Me and Debbie, every night we get out the popcorn. And but you know, I have my Doritos here. I eat this Doritos, but when we sit, 'cause she can't eat Doritos, but we have popcorn and watch a movie every night. Okay, there you go. Due to my parents naming Thomas, I'm sticking here. More Toms the merrier is how the saying goes. Okay, all right. Let flogging commence. Okay, where's Heath? Okay. All right. Yeah, the last flogging was a no-show. Yeah, Heath was supposed to come on and after the show for the flogging, and he never showed up. There was a bunch of people waiting for him, and yeah, you're right, he was a no-show for that flogging. Okay, what else do I have on the agenda here? All right, so that's all the train shows. Does anybody else have any more train shows to talk about in their area so we could put that up there? If not, we'll go on to the next thing. And what is that? Okay, so that is my layout progress. We're going to talk about my layout progress. And I did a video last week, the first in the series of my layout. And you'll see what I did. And I think that was on Friday. And I'll have, basically one every week. Okay. Yeah, Heath, talk about your meet and greet and congratulations on the 1.02K subscribers. Let's give Heath a round of applause there for making 1K subscribers. He made it before his, March 13th deadline. Yeah, blame Heath for the no-show. Okay, but post a link. Yeah, there you go. Post a link, I will join. All right. Blame Heath. Meet and greet. Yeah, that counts. Northwest Arkansas train show was good. Yeah, I saw that. I'm surprised that you had so many vendors there and so many layouts. All right, May 15th and 16th in Indy. All right. Jimmy Vasquez, if I construct a 3x8 layout with about 5 turnouts, must I use feeders? If you're using the turnouts, you're going to need the feeders on there because you may have some dead spots beyond the frogs on your turnouts. Are you using DC or DCC on that? Either way, you'll still need it on there. So, DC or DCC is the question. All right. Yes, congrats, Heath. There you go. Start with one feeder and work out from there. Most times, the feeders after every turnout. Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah. The train freak said the same thing. Okay. It's so nice to see the train shows coming back. Yeah, I can't wait to see some of the bigger ones coming back here. Okay. All right, DCC, thanks. Yes, definitely on DCC. On DCC, they recommend, at least for HO, I don't know, I don't know what they recommend for the dark side on the N scale, but for at least HO scale, they recommend every 3 feet. But if you got 5 turnouts on there, you definitely will need it on the back side. If you have a feeder over here and your turnout, you're going to need it on the other side of your turnout to continue with your signal beyond the frog. Okay. Overkill on drop feeders. You can never overkill on feeders. I cannot pat my head and rub my belly. Is there an Arduino sketch for that? I'll teach you how to do that. When wiring a turnout, it does go on the ACC side, correct? No. Unless you have an AC turnout. But most, if you're using something like a tortoise or a servo or something else, most of them are DC. I hope Amherst happens 2022 as well as Cocoa RPM meet. There you go. And I missed a train show last month, and I thought it was in March, but it was the last Saturday in February, and it was in Miami. Something Pines. Pembroke Pines is what it was. There was a train show there. CV Railroad and HO scale was taking a nap. I know how you feel. Not all tracks should be soldered. You need to give room for expansion or it will just warp the trap. I disagree. I solder, if I'm using flex track, I solder every one of the flex tracks and I'll cut a gap somewhere in between it to compensate for the expansion, because you want those joints solid. Tom, did you get my email? I sent you a picture on how I'm learning to wire. I got your email. I didn't know if there was a picture on it unless you sent me another email after that one. Okay. There you go. What about leaving a few joints under soldered for expansion and contracting due to temperature? Like I said, you still cut a gap in them, but the part that you want soldered is where the joints, the rails come together, because they especially on a flex track, they don't always come straight. So you want to put your little. They have a little tool, a soldering tool, where it's like a gauge, still a gap, yeah, but you still solder them. Okay, but it fits on the track, and then there's a hole, like a little semicircle where the joint is, so you could solder it. I think I showed it on one of my live stream someplace. Still a gap, yes, Sparky, it's still a gap, but it's not on the joint, and it's easier to gap it where you have the rails clamped down on the tie in the middle of the flex track. Fred Wild. Yes, you could use ASU, but that's a little bit complicated. Not everybody knows that. Okay. Okay. Train Freak says, I don't solder my track. Never had issues. They could be because all of mine are bench work related. There you go. I never soldered my track when I couldn't solder. But once I learned how to solder, I soldered everything. Expanders. Okay, there you go. Unsoldered joints will cause kinks. Yes, they do. And that was a good band. All right. Yes, true. Kind of hard to not solder joints on hand-laid track like the fast track jig. Yes. Gaps make it easier for sensors and signaling down the road, too. There you go. That's a good answer. Yeah. All right. Unsoldered joints was a band. No, not unsoldered joints. Kinks. Kinks in the unsoldered joints. Yeah. My name is Lola. She lives upstairs. Okay. All right. I noticed that on some of my Kato Unitrack end scale, the unijoiners are loosening up and I may be forced to solder them at some point. There you go. There's no problem with that. You could do that. There you go, Sean. So if you're going to have expansion joints, place them mid-track, in other words, on flex track. Yes. That's because on every tie, your rail is fastened down with them little thingies on the bottom. And then what makes it even better is if you got ballast on there and you glue the ballast down in there, it ain't going nowhere. So I used to solder my Unitrack. There you go. Can't you get more unijoiners and replace them? Yes. But then it's easier to just solder them. Right. Okay. I should put this down here. On the bottom, I always forget to, if you have a question, read this thing right here. Okay. We're talking about soldering joints. Okay. All right. We usually have a little train show here, but was called off this year. Train shows have been called off almost everywhere except for Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Arkansas. Where else? Where else did I have it? Okay, I don't solder my straight, I guess you're saying straight track, but I do solder the curves. There you go. That's a good idea. But most of mine is flex track, so I always solder it. I solder my track until all the ties melt. That's what I used to do. when I first couple of times I did the joints, I melted the ties. All right. Of course, but folks, new to it shouldn't be surprised when they loosen up, correct? Reggie Strad, yeah, I definitely solder all my joints. There you go. All right. Greg says, I think there's a train show Easter in Greensboro. All right. Good to hear. Another one in Australia. I think there is one in Ballarat at Easter normally, but might be called off. I will have to check. All right. Oh, there's 3 questions. When wiring a remote switch, where does the power source go on the ACC or track? Okay, when you're wiring a remote switch. Oh, I turned the wrong one off. Okay. When wiring a remote switch, where does the power source go on the ACC or track? Okay. What are you referring to ACC? And are you doing DC or DCC? Yeah. What is ACC? Now on DC, on the old power packs, they have ACC for accessories, which is your AC terminals. So, when wiring a remote switch, where does the power source go on the ACC or track? Okay, your power source, your ACC is your power source, okay? And if you have a remote switch like your AC switches, like the snap switches or something like that, you go from there on to the terminals on there, but not on the track. The track is for your power to your track. Okay. Gulfport, Mississippi, March 20, open house. There you go. Gulfport. I used to spend some time in Gulfport when I was stationed at Keesler Air Force Base, and it was right after Hurricane Katrina, so the beaches weren't too good over there, but we used to go up to Gulfport all the time. There is not an ACC bus on DCC. No, there isn't. It's on DC, but I'm not quite sure what he's referring to for ACC. I am so confused. Yes. Is that why you ask a lot of questions? Okay. No, Heath, you have to have a separate DC controller. Okay, so depends on the remote. ACC is accessory, yeah, accessories. So accessory is on a DC power supply, and that is your AC. But if you're not going to hook that up to your track, or you'll burn up your trains. Okay. I thought he said he was DCC. I'm going back to sleep. Okay. Is that the same one that said he was DCC? I lost track. Okay. Oh, my goodness. I'm so confused here. Heath, you got me all confused. Quit it. Let me see. Let me go back. This is too confusing to go back. Okay. But anyway, my mind has derailed. There you go, John. That's a good excuse right there. This isn't Sidetrack Sunday. Okay. No, but we always get sidetracked on these conversations here. You can use the DC from your controller to make lights bright or dark. I also used an old throttle to turn a turntable. You could do it back and forth. Yeah, blame Heath. Yeah, I'm confused. All right, Heath has got everybody confused. I knew I should not have had that 12th drink. Tom, I think he's talking about the difference in voltage is ACC line voltage, DC for track. Yeah, ACC is line voltage and DC is for track. You don't hook up the ACC to the track. You hook that up to the turnout. Paint fumes, Heath. That's what it is. All right. Yeah, I forgot about that. He was painting. Okay. That's what's got to him. The paint fumes got him all dizzy. All right. I think my IQ has gone down. I'm getting a headache from all this. All right. ACC might represent accessory. Yes, it does represent accessory. That's what they used to put on. Well, they still do put on the power supplies. Heath says his can't get any lower. Get us back on track. What is on track? We're answering questions here. So let me put this back up here. Okay. All right. Is there any more questions? AC/DC is a good band as well. There you go. All right. But anyway, I hope that answered your question. I hope that didn't confuse you anymore. But I hope we'll get back on track. All right. Thank you very much, Robert. Love the vids. I learn a lot from that. I'm glad you do. And thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Well, you are trying to answer questions. Yeah, I'm trying to answer questions. I got one question, and I'm just so confused about it. Put the glue on your finger and touch your nose. There you go. Heath, do you feel like you've been put in a round room and told to sit in the corner? There you go. That's a good one there. All right. High voltage rock and roll. Okay. Craig, stuck in the truck, going to need a Goliath crane to get this derailed train back on track. Who needs to put the trains back on track? We're just derailed. We'll just keep them off track. Yeah. All right. Answer. All right. There you go. He's got the answer right there. It's blank. Okay. There you go. Ask me no questions. I picked the wrong one. Okay. Ask me no questions. I tell you no lies. There you go. DCC signal is not direct current. It is a form of AC wave. Correct, Tom? Yes, that is the truth. It is actually a variable square wave that goes thousands of cycles per second, and the different squares are different lengths that produce the DCC signal. Okay. Mickey Mouse's dog. Okay. Yeah, I seen in his live stream that Heath was talking about the planets, and he had a hard time pronouncing Uranus. I guess he didn't want to say it out loud. I wasn't here when you talked about the planet Pluto. All right, Robert Merritt. We have a new member. And can we put this up here? And unfortunately, you have to look in the chat, but Robert Merritt is a new member of the train crew. So thank you for joining, Robert. Welcome aboard. All right. Pluto's a planet again? Yeah. Did they undo the planet? Oh my goodness. Okay, so I wish that on here we could put super stickers and new members in on the little thing lower thirds down there, but you can't. But I really appreciate it, Robert. Thank you for joining. You ran us. Uranus. Are they the Atlas switch motors that come with the turnouts? There you go. New train crew members bring the donuts. That's what we say on the prototype. There you go. Okay, next Monday you got to bring the donuts. Yeah, Uranus. Yeah, not my anus. Okay, as far as I know, they are Atlas switches. Okay, what you could do is, well, if you're not attached already, turn them over, and it'll tell you the brand name on the bottom of it, and it'll say Atlas, or Pico, or Shinohara, or Walters, or whatever. Time to make the donuts. Okay. I thought ACC was a type of super glue. Okay, I can't say that. Super glue, yeah. That's another word for it. Okay, he's gonna super glue his turnouts. If they are Atlas snap switches, Ray Babel is your guy to ask. That is all he uses. There you go. He's got all them Atlas stuff. But you have to turn the track over and turn the turnout over and look at it and see what they are. Oh, of course. I use snap switches. I use relays to throw them using an Arduino and Raspberry Pi. There you go, Scott. He uses an Arduino and Raspberry Pi for everything. He even makes coffee in the morning with an Arduino. Yeah. Super glue my Uranus clothes. There you go. Do Atlas-powered snap switches work off the AC power supply? I'm pretty sure they do. They are AC. Yeah, I haven't used Atlas turnouts, with the little built-in coils since I was a kid. So I think so. Yeah. Is it still Monday? Is it? Oh, I don't know. So where did the 3 wires go? Oh my. How did this conversation get so far down the track and not go completely off the rails? We're still talking about railroads. We're talking about Atlas snap tracks and switches. When I first started making turnouts, I threw them pretty far. You pitched them, okay. To the Atlas turnout push button switch, I have a video, Model Railroading for Beginners, version 3, that I did about 4.5 years ago, that shows you how to wire up. Mark from M&M Rails helped me out in that video, and it walks you through how to wire it up. And let me see if I could find it, and I'll put a link to it here so you can look at it. Let me see. Where's my thingy here? Content. Uploads. Filter. Okay. Okay, it's in the description, and I got a playlist in the description with beginners in it, so it's going to show every one of my videos anyway. Okay. All right, maybe I'll go to playlists, okay, and go to model railroading for beginners. Let me pull this thing up here. Oops, that's the wrong one. That one right there. Okay, so here's my playlist here, and it's got 10 on the page, so let me put this thing down to 50. Who uses 10? Okay, so I got to look for the model railroading for beginners. Come on, I don't want to move. And that was a long time ago that I made it, so it's, I wish they would put these in alphabetical order. DC wire, oh, here we go. Now here's one, and this is the one right here. Model railroading for beginner, DC wiring 101. Okay. We're going to wire our layout. Let me put this link in the chat. Okay, so DC wiring 101. There's the link to it right there. That's the video, model railroading for beginners. DC Wiring 101, episode 10. And you'll see that Mark from M&M Rails, that guy right there, helped me out on this, and he did the video, shows you how to wire it. There's the Atlas. I don't know if he did any turnouts in there or not. He might have done some turnouts, but he shows how to wire all that stuff. Oh, there's a turnout right there. There's an Atlas snap switch right there. So, okay. And there's one of the little buttons right there. Okay. All right. So, I hope that answers your question right there. Okay. Sparky beat me to it. He's a little bit faster than I am. All right. I didn't even have to look it up. I should have just asked Sparky. He knows where they're all at. Yeah, Sparky's so fast. There you go. All right. He beat me to it. Yeah, look at that stud. Okay. So, CV. Mark has some funny intros. Yes, he does. And we collaborated on a couple of them. There's another one. I'm not sure. I don't have it in my videos. It's probably in my liked videos. But he did one where he was doing the adventures of DCC, where there was Captain Arduino in there, and I played Captain Arduino. So if you get a chance, take a look at that one. Yeah. Mark's Adventures of DCC. I'm not sure which episode it was, but check it out. He's got a lot of good stuff in there. And we did a little skit on Captain Arduino. Yeah, there you go. That video Tom posted is what you want to watch. There you go. That'll tell you all about the turnouts. Captain Arduino without his underpants. No, I think Captain Arduino was wearing his underpants on that one there. Yeah, there you go. All right. Craig, where in the hell are you? Oh, yeah, you're somewhere in Pennsylvania, stuck in a truck. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I remember getting stuck a lot when I worked in Pennsylvania, when I lived there. There you go, Heath. He's on the ball with his Google. 0056 is a switch control box that works with the Atlas switches. At least it isn't below zero. What's zero? Mechanicsburg. Okay. All right. Sparky put up another link up there. YouTube, watch V equal VDR CON-FZSK. Why don't they just put something that you could understand? There you go, show off. There, yeah, he's got his Google browser out there and he's going crazy with it, looking things up. Yeah, John 26:18. I remember those switches. I think like I said, the last time I used one of those switches, I was probably about 16 years old. So they go back quite a way. And I saw, if you watch the video that I did, I saw an old American Flyer HO set that had the track on it that had the plastic roadbed built into it. Well, you beat Tom's Trains and Things to the punch, so I had to do something. Heath couldn't find the video, so he had to look up something else. There you go. Just use servos with Arduino for switching. There you go. I got a video on that one too. Sparky, you could look that one up. I'm not going to look that one up. All right. I'm out for the night. Go a busy day tomorrow. Good night, everyone. We'll see you the next time. Okay. I'm not sure the video will help him. It covers the selector switch and power switch, but I didn't see the Atlas turnout switch in the video. Uh-oh. I'm not sure. It's not in there. Oh, my goodness. All right. So, do you know any YouTube channels that does modeling in the mid 1800s? No, that was a long time ago. No, I haven't seen anybody going that far back. I had that light on for the overhead camera. I've been watching Tom for so long, I just know where he is going with some of the things he says. Just like Debbie. I'll be saying something and she'll finish off the sentence. Oh, you have to pay me for the other two links. I am on strike till paid in full. Oh, my goodness. Hey, you got to come down to the United States and go to Strasbourg. I still have that partial roll of toilet paper waiting to give to you. So I'll pay you then. I'll gladly pay you in Strasbourg for a link today or two links today. There you go. Oh, man. I use push-pull rod connected to a DP-DT paddle switch. Brass 40 wire linkage connects to points. Oh, man, that just sounds too complicated. I mean, all that linkage there. Oh, use a servo. Hey, Frank, Steeler fan, how you doing? You're late. Okay. Oh, it's been one of those past few days, tire shops aren't on my friend list right now. Okay. Good tip, Sparky. Okay, there you go. Check out TSG Multimedia Jack Burgess series. All right. Look for Craig Beesgeyer channel. Oh my goodness. Houstonic Railroad. Let me see if I can find that over here. Let me see if I can find that. Huh? Okay. I got one for Gino's Trains. Okay. Craig. Let's see if we can find him here real quick. It won't let me highlight it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do this whole thing there. It didn't do it. Okay, well, never mind. Look it up because I can't find it. I was trying to look it up. Okay, Frank. Oh, Frank, you don't like anything. It's great, but not a fan of that early stuff on the way he comes across. Okay. I never heard of him, but I'll have to look him up. There you go. Heath, how about looking it up? Okay. Jack is a wealth of knowledge. Okay, there you go. Well, what time? It's about 9:23. Are there any other questions here? Did I cover everything? Oh, no. You know, we got sidetracked with the questions, and I was going to do my thing with the layout, and I still got the pictures up here in the queue. So let me put these things up here, what I've been doing. Okay, I got some insulation up there. All right, I cleared out the garage a little bit, at least enough to get some of the insulation up in the ceiling. Now that's the first one. I bought 4 bags of insulation. I calculated and it said I would need 3.02 bags of it. So I got 4 of them because I didn't want to be short. So that's what the garage looks like. That's how far I got so far. I got one whole row going across, and then I got to clear out everything else to get to the rest of the garage. But that's a lot of work clearing all that stuff out. And you'll see here in a minute what I mean, because a lot of that stuff, yeah, right there, that's my family room. That's the stuff that came out of the garage. And we even threw some stuff out. Now, we went, the day that I did the insulation, we had a couple of boxes of stuff to donate, so we took it over to Habitat for Humanity in Sebring, And so after we dropped off all our stuff, we went inside and take a look. And I went up on the second floor, and they had this display case up there. Now, we go there at least once a week. I've never seen this there before, but N-scale stuff. Now, the town and factory building set they wanted $95 for. A lot of the stuff they wanted pretty high price. That's a lot for a thrift store. But I was surprised to see so much N-scale stuff up there. The rolling stock in those little shoe boxes were like $4 a piece. So I guess that was a pretty good price. But that's all the stuff that they had there. So we'll be... if I was doing N-scale, I would have got a lot of that. But I'm not. Philip Rowe says, Tom, are you working on Lego kit sometime soon? Now, that will be, yes, sometime soon, because what did I do here? See that? Oh, I forgot about that right there. I got my overhead camera. Overhead view of desktop. Okay, so I got my overhead camera there where I could do my stuff, and it's got zoom. Oh, and this thing is crooked. That drives me crazy when I get it all crooked and it looks crooked on screen. Come on. It doesn't want to go. There we go. All right. So, yes, I have my workspace right there where I could do my projects now. I just put that up there today. I did have it over here. So it was, oops, wrong one. So that's this one right here. I had that one before, but I put this one here. This is where the overhead camera was. And I got this is a 920. And this is my 925 right there. Logitech. So, yes, I will be doing the Elegoo stuff pretty soon. Yeah, got to keep the humidity out. Yeah, once I get all that insulation up in the ceiling, then I'm not sure if I'm going to use the pink or the white on the one outside wall. Okay, the other wall is up against the living room, so I'm not going to have to worry about that one. But I'm going to insulate the one wall and the back wall too, where the laundry room is. We got the laundry room in the back. So I have that divided up. And you'll see some of that. Well, I did that on the Friday video where I was talking about what I was doing. Okay. So, yes, I'll be doing Elegoo. I'm working on that, and humidity. Yes, but here in Florida, you would think the humidity is high, but it doesn't get high. When I go to Maryland to visit my kids, the humidity is worse up there than it is down here. But I thought it was raining, but that's the fan on my laptop over there. Okay, but anyway, I'm going to try to air condition it. The air conditioner is in the garage, and the duct comes up and goes through the regular part of the attic. I may just bring something over to blow into the garage where the layout is. Man, that's sounding funky. Okay. Okay. Torque wrench demanded they use it on them wheels. There you go. Oh, had some problems with the lug nuts, huh? All right. So anyway, yeah, that's what we're doing. We're going to try to put air conditioning in there, get that all insulated. Hopefully tomorrow I have to move some more stuff out of the way so I can move the ladder on the other end and get some more done on there. And I just have to do a section at a time and then move the ladders around. Just move the, it just got too much junk. We got to move the junk out of the way. So that's what we're doing. Okay. Boulder Creek Yard. All right. Good night. We'll see you. Thanks for stopping by. Glad you could make it in here. Right. Ken Amos Jr. I do all the work to my vehicles. No shops allowed to touch. Want something done right, do it yourself. I used to work on my vehicles all the time until they started putting all that emission stuff on there. And I said, the hell with this crap. I'm done with it. I just take it to a shop. And I had a good repair guy, but then I moved. Okay. Scott, are you talking ugly stick? No, I don't need any humidity. I had enough humidity when I was in Keesler Air Force Base. We was in the old barracks with no air conditioning. I mean, they just built new barracks, but I was stuck in the old ones that had no air conditioning. All we had was a little breeze coming through, so it was hot. Yeah, I know how humid it gets there. And when I lived on the coast, it was almost just like Mississippi, where it would rain every day at 3:00. But I haven't been in the summer here yet, so I won't be able to tell. But usually the clouds come inward to where we are here, build up, and then go back out and drop. So I'm not sure if we'll have the rain here like we do on the coast. Okay. Oh, what is this rant stuff, huh? Did somebody say rant? Yes, Leamington Station said rant. Oh my goodness. Rusty said 92% humidity tonight. Oh my goodness. I don't know how you could take it. But anyway, rant. YouTube is at it again. Now, I just did a video on Sunday for the train show. Now, in that video, I'd put some background music in there. All of it from Epidemic Sound. I think I had 4 songs in there and 4 stings at the end. Every one of them was from Epidemic Sound. And what does YouTube do? They, before it was even finished uploading, they said you have a copyright strike on it from Epidemic Sound. And I disputed it. But, I mean, why did they... Now, they didn't take the whole song. They just took a short piece of it, and they said from 9:50 to 11:15, in the time code, is where, your song is... you have a copyright claim on that song. But the song is like 4 minutes long. Plus, there's 3 other songs from Epidemic Sound and 4 stings on there. So I disputed it, and within about an hour, they released it. But, I mean, they're getting so nitpicky and careless about it. I mean, why all the songs came from the same place, but why only a short piece of it? And, why even bother? I mean, it's ridiculous. That's my rant. Okay. It wasn't much of a rant, but hey, what can I say? YouTube sucks. All right. But we got one more thing here. Jasco, I seen your name up there. We got the module cam, but it's not hooked up yet, but it will be soon. As soon as I get Yeah, that was a lame rant. Okay. Well, what can I say? I don't have an HOA, so, what is it? Okay, but I'll have maybe have a better rant. Okay, now we'll see, because I got a quote on this cluster of trees out in the back. There must be about 12 or 13 trees, coconut palms together in the backyard, way in the back, to make it look like a really, really big palm tree. And the first quote that I got, they wanted $2,000 to get it out and remove it from the property. And so I think a couple of weeks ago, my neighbor was getting his grass cut, and he had a tree cut in his front yard. And a guy says, "Hey, I remove trees too." I says, "How about that one back there?" And he took a look at it and he said, "I'll do that for about $800. And inside I was going, and Debbie was over on the porch. I said, "Hey, Debbie, he said $800. What do you think?" And she goes, "Yeah, that sounds pretty good." He said, "Yeah, okay, that sounds good. I'll call you in a couple of weeks." So tomorrow I'm going to give him a call and see if he'll come out and do that. Okay, all right, here we go. Question. The High Plains Railroad, if is for the track, it goes on the track. Okay. If it is for the track, it goes on the track side of the power supply. If it's for the lights or not the track, it goes on the ACC of the power supply. Correct. The DC variable. Now, some transformers have 6 terminals on the back. Like I did one. It's an MRC. I got one MRC that has a variable DC, which is like the throttle, and a stationary DC. It's a constant 17 volts or something like that. Okay, and then AC. Yes, ACC is the AC. That goes for the accessories. That goes for anything that is AC. DC goes for anything that's DC. Goes to the track. Okay? There you go. All right. Hope that answers your question. Hey, Night Craig. All right. Stuck in the truck, Craig. I hope you get unstuck. All right. Okay, CV Railroad in HO scale. I am AFC certified, 42 years. Email if you guys need any vehicle info before you get ripped off at a shop. There you go. Good to hear. Where do I plug in the DCC on a DC power supply? You don't. But you can get your DC voltage from that and put a buck converter on it to bring it down to 5 volts to run your Arduino stuff. Or you could even, if let me see, it's 17 volts. My laptop my laptop is freaking out over here. The screen just went out. Oh my goodness. Let's see what this is doing. Okay. Well, it's still got a screen over there, but the screen just freaked out on me and the fan's going crazy. Let me shut my laptop off. Okay, it won't be over there making noises anymore. So, but anyway, you can power your DCC from a DC, but I'm not sure if it has enough power. Most of them aren't 2 amps. You need at least 2 or 3 amps for your DCC. How much should my wife have paid for a gallon of blinker fluid? There you go. Was it on sale? Was the blinker fluid on sale? Okay. Heath is getting curious here. What did you plug it into? For a switch on the ACC, the power is only applied for a moment, no longer, or it will blow up. Yeah, for the turnout, you just need a momentary push button for the coils on there on the AC side. Just like Heath said there. Eye doctor gives it free. Okay. There you go. You need to search the wiring diagram. Search Google for Atlas switch diagram. There you go. Why didn't I think of that? My goodness. Holy moly. Atlas snap switch. Okay, where are we at here? Oh, man. Oops. Yeah, watch me type real slow, huh? Oh, there's a link to a video. Okay. Shop Atlas instruction manuals. There you go. HO structure manuals, O scale, N scale, HO DCC locomotive manuals. All right, other DCC manuals, signal system support, universal switch, miscellaneous, HO track cleaning car. Okay, Atlas 20 controller wiring number. What's the number on the Atlas snap switch? Huh? Product, locomotive, roller, accessories, bridges, electrical, code 80, electrical. Okay, let's see, electrical here. Same place where they sell left-handed threaded bolts. They do make left-handed threaded bolts. Yeah, it needs to be momentary. Okay, so snap switches wiring. Okay. Oh, this is a forum. So everybody, you got 25 different people in here telling them 25 different answers. Wiring diagrams. Oh, Pinterest. Remote switches. Okay, here we go. Where are we at here? Oh, wrong one. Remote switches. Pinterest. You know, I haven't been on Pinterest forever. Okay, let me find where I could put this in the link. Here is a diagram. Come on. It won't let me click on this thing here. There. Man. Okay, here's another rant. I've been trying to do this all night, and it's crapping. Okay, here we go. There's the link right there. I have the pop-out chat But if I go away from the chat and go someplace else with my cursor, I can't click back on the chat. I have to click back on the live stream where the pop-out chat is docked, or I docked it, undocked it, before my cursor will work on the pop-out chat. That's another rant. YouTube was screwing up. Okay. Okay. Ken Amos had a link, but I can't post it. Okay. Well, I got a link to the diagram right there. Let me see. That's this diagram right here. Okay. That one right there. And that shows you how to wire it up. It's got 3 snap switches. It's got 3 selector switches. And tells you how to do it. So there you go. All right. Okie dokie. Let me get some of these browser windows out of here. Okay, so anyway, lefty loosey, righty tighty for those left-handed bolts. Yes. Yep, lefty tighty, righty loosey. Yeah, there you go. Righty loosey. Okay. Oh my goodness, same one on my cars. Has one on the left side wiper arm, but it's a right on the right side. Found that out in a mistake. Oh my goodness. Okay, another question here. All right. Where would I find a wiring diagram for a PowerMan power supply 350 watt, looking for color-coded diagram? Did you send me an email about that a couple of weeks ago? I remember a PowerMan, somebody asked me about the PowerMan power supply. Or was it something else? PowerMan power supply. Do you know how to use Google? PowerMan. This is all Amazon stuff. 11 audio. PowerMan ATX computer. PowerMan power supply. Are you talking about that thing right there? A power supply? Where would I find a wiring diagram? So what? Looking for color-coded diagram. All right, IP, 120 watt switching power supply. So basically just put a meter on the wires, and on most of the computer stuff, all your wires are the same, should be the same from one computer to another. Your red wires, your yellow wires, your black wires. Oh boy. You won't have that many, but you may have some orange, red, yellow, black. But you could figure it out. You could find it. You just have to Google it to see pinouts of, okay, what's the model number? AD120A7. Okay, PINOU, pinout, AD. What did I say? 120A7. Okay. 120A7. Pinout files for pinouts. Okay. 8120A7. Okay, you got a lot of them. AG. These are all AG. That's all Intel. Okay, I don't want Intel. Full Arduino Uno pinout guide. I don't want Arduino. ATX power supply. Aftermarket automotive head. Pinout guide. Arduino. Avionics pinout PDF file. Okay. Well, just look up the model number and look for the pinout, and it'll tell you. But basically, in computer power supplies, the wires are all the same from one power supply to another. You could look up any power supply and see what colors are what voltages. Okay. Yeah, search for the ATX power supply pinout. Okay. You're an amazing guy with a lot of information. I thank you for taking time to explain this to me. No problem. I have not heard Tom talk about Doritos tonight, but I think I see them hiding in the background. Yeah, they're right there. Right there. A half a bag of Doritos. Yes. Okay. That's where I'm looking for the harness coming out of the power supply. You mean the harness is detachable? Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. That's what I was trying to say. Should be the same voltage on respective colors. There you go. Nice handy power supply and wiring. Okay. I have a video on how to do this right here. Check back in my videos and it'll show you how to hook it up, how to test it, and how to get it going. Yeah. Frank says use a meter. There you go. That's the easy way. Let me put this back on the shelf. Okay, wait a minute. Now. Heath, you made me do it. Just blame Heath for making me get out the Doritos. Yes, it's Dorito time. Now I had, let me see. I think I changed the, yes, I think I changed the thing. But I had a little lower third there. It said Arduinos and Doritos. So here's the Doritos. Okay, we're running on 10 o'clock. It's about 2 hours. Are there any more questions? And just ask Heath about OPS. There you go. Dorito, Coke, Pepsi, root beer. Oh, I hit the wrong one. Okay, this one here. All right. OBS will be easy. There you go. Ask Heath about OBS Ninja. Okay. He'll tell you all about it. It hurts when I do this. Okay, there you go. Yeah, look back. It's back there. How to Oh, I can't remember the name of the video. Okay. Sparky, you still in here? Are you looking the thing up yet? Okay, where are we at here? All right. Playlist, content. Okay, let me go to content. I'll go to views because it's got a lot of views. Easy power supply for your model railroad. Okay. That one right there, easy power supply for your model railroad. That one's only in standard definition. That one's not a high definition. Oh my goodness, but I'll get the link right there and put that in. And there you go again. I got to go to the live stream, click on the live stream thing before I could click over here. And it's screwing up. Okay, there we go. All right, there you go. There is the email, or there's the email. I'm reading that. Acronym, not my strong point. Okay. So did it show up on there? Yeah, it showed. No, content. There it is. Okay. That is the thing for the power supply. Thank you for the help, Tom. You're welcome. Okay. But that one's not a question. That's an answer. Okay. You got me going on these Doritos now. Okay. Open broadcast software. Okay, so it's almost 10 o'clock. No other questions? Okay. Are we finished with the questions now? Did I do everything? Do I have anything else to do right here? I think I did everything. All right. Did all that. Okay. So, where's this thing right here? All right. Karst Valley, Uranus. Okay, it should be clean now. At least for tonight's stream. There you go. No question. Tom, why does gravity suck so much? I don't know. Does it really suck or does it just hold you down? Okay, so we're going to wrap this thing up. What is your favorite locomotive and why? Shay, because I like it. What's my favorite snack? Doritos. Why? Because they taste good. No, I like Shays. I've always liked Shays. They're nice and slow. They got gears, and I like gears. Okay. Arduino and Doritos sounds like a YouTube handle. One of these days when I get the time, I'm going to make a t-shirt with Arduinos and Doritos on it. Okay. There's a place in central Pennsylvania where gravity goes backwards. It's called Zillionopol. Okay, the dog's stirring in the background. There you go. Now I got a few strip gears. There you go. Okay, so anyway, let me put this last song on here. We talked about train shows and all that good stuff. So if you have any contests coming up, put it in the chat or forever hold your peace. And here we go.
Engineer, where are you headed? Carry me back to Tennessee. Oh, I got a little girl who's been waiting. Promised that she'd marry me. Mr. Can we leave this seat? I'll shovel coal, Lord, to pay my fare. Gotta get this train down to the station. My little girl waiting for me. Well, the night is dark and Lord, it's cloudy. I've been traveling that lonesome road. My one true love waiting there to see. Want that low train to carry me back. About 9, and poor boy's heart started overheating, sending all of his love on down. For the night is dark and Lord is quiet. I've been traveling this lonesome road. My one true love waiting there to see. Oh, that long old train back. For the night is dark and the sky is cloudy. Traveling on that lonesome road. My one true love waiting there to see me. For that long old train, won't you carry me? Oh, train, 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 won't you carry me home? Oh.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week. Thanks for stopping by.